Hey guys, Jason here, and just stopping in for another 5-minute lesson today. I want to talk you through the concept of when we're property investing, the idea of trying to time the market, get the timing right in the market when you enter a market or when you're considering buying a market, and the idea that time in the market, those two need to be considered as property investors as we go along through this journey, how we're doing things, and making sure our property portfolio is getting us what we want. Let's talk through the concept today. Let's start with timing. As a property investor, most of us use our own home or some savings to enter a marketplace. And the idea when we have, let's say, a deposit, let's say you've got $100,000, in the early stages of your investing, we call it the acquisition stage. I've done a lesson on that one too. In the acquisition stage, it's your job to get this $100,000 in and out of a property deal, or hopefully you and the marketplace can get your money in and out of a property deal so it can continue to go along, and you buy one property and then you can use the same money or a little bit more to buy another, and so on, okay? And so over time, you want that equity to recycle. That's where timing the market is important. Understanding marketplaces, where are they on the property clock? You know, down here at 6 o'clock or 12 o'clock, you know, a hot market right now might be Sydney. Sydney might be reaching its peak, and the market growth in Sydney might be, you know, past 12 o'clock. Where's at the bottom? You know, right now I'd probably say that Perth is right at the bottom of the property clock. And both of those places or spaces, when you come to timing the market, are hard to predict, hard to pick, and really at the end of the day, you know, nobody's got a crystal ball, but you certainly can see some evidence in those markets for maybe where they are in their cycle. You know, so if we're looking at timing the market, we always talk about this 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock stage. We want to sort of see when a marketplace has kind of left this 6 o'clock or the bottom of the market and started to show the first early signs of growth, you know, rents going up maybe, vacancy rates going down, clearance rates are going up, less stock on the marketplace, some capital growth, etc. So we want to sort of try and time our run. Certainly when we first buy our first few properties, timing becomes really important. You've got to get the timing right because you want that equity to go from that property and then maybe go to the next property. So there's something about timing. The thing with timing is this: nobody, like I said, has a crystal ball, and it's really difficult to pick it perfectly. So if anyone ever tells you they can pick it perfectly, they're full of it, but there's certainly some indicators in here that you can have an analysis on that gives you a better chance of getting your timing right. Let's have a look at the marketplace when we see capital growth. Also, it's not only done in a clock, but sometimes what happens is different markets happen at different times. And so for us, we want to be maybe jumping from one market to the next market when it comes to our timing. So our trend, our capital growth trend, or our equity growth across our portfolio is going in a good direction, okay? So think about that. Think about maybe where it is on the clock and its economic activity, and think about the cycle and which one's sort of on the way up, and you can use your equity from one place to the next marketplace to give you that consistent growth as you go. But really at the end of the day, guys, the big winner always, where the wealth comes from, timing the market recycles your equity, recycles your deposit, it recycles that one, but wealth, true wealth, comes from spending time in the market. If you are in property investing and you are not committed at least for 10 to 15 years, don't do it. You need to spend time in the market to grow your wealth, and there's no other way to do it if you are a buy and hold property investor. If you're adding value and you're developing, that's not a buy and hold passive property investor. That's a developer. That's an active business owner in that activity. Here, you need to understand that the longer you spend in the marketplace, the bigger and better your wealth becomes. So hopefully that lesson was useful today, guys. If you want to find out more, as always, Let me know down below if you want me to do another lesson or something that you're interested in, or come along to one of our property investment nights around the country. So bye for now. See you guys.